Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 28th of November 2023. So bonds and bullion shrug off Black Friday blues. Banks and builders are bruised. And US stocks finished marginally lower and treasuries rallied after soft US data. So let's have a look at the impact of this on the markets, and we'll kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow yesterday, we've already seen that we're struggling on the upside a bit as prices are still trying to get through the 35,400 level. You can see there above the 5 MA. If I just spread this out a bit, so we've got a bit more of a zoom in there. So you can see at the moment we need to take out the high. In fact, I think we need to take out the high of yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just redraw this. I think yesterday did breach the high. There we go. 35,419 is what needs to be taken out. There's the market currently above the 5 MA. There's the so we took out the high, we spiked up and then moved lower, and now we're trying to head back up to that level. So the market sideways yesterday, very quiet, as you can see. The Dow, which is unusual, I mean that's only 100 points range, but take that spike out from there and you will see that we've only done about 70 points in range yesterday. And in the German DAX, down below the 5-bar moving average yesterday, a bit weaker than the US, and also overnight the market coming off the lows already, which you will see here once I can find the 30-minute chart. There you go. So yesterday, market up, then down, then sideways for hours. Yesterday afternoon, moving lower with the Dow down to the 200 MA, finding support there, but overnight the market retesting the low, and you can see how they brought this straight back off it. They need to get above the close, the DP, and take out the 250 EMA en route back to the upside there. S&P 500 sideways as well. You can see we're getting into quite a sideways move in all of these markets at the moment, sitting on the highs. Again, very choppy for the 30-minute S&P there. In the daily chart, the market really coiling for the FTSE 100 as well, stuck in a range. When we get this quiet, the markets are likely to make an explosive move on news, good or bad. There you can see the market sideways, apart from a bit of a test and there, which is soon brought back. Another sideways move, and now just starting to try and move higher. It hasn't tested the low light, the DAX, at the moment. In the implied volatility, we snuck up a bit yesterday to 1019, which had expected the market sideways, but we are in sort of multi-year lows on the implied volatility. When we get to these sorts of levels, the underlying market can make a significant move to the downside as the implied volatility then moves to the upside as the option sellers mark up the price of the insurance inside of the options. So down at these multi-year lows, like I say, I would expect something to come out of the woodwork very soon with regards to a negative impact on the markets, and the corrective move probably only being held up to support and make sure that they can bag their banking bonuses. Economic news before we have a look at the US dollar. Not a lot today. We've got 2 p.m. S&P Composite HPI year on year forecast 4%, 2.2. That should boost the market if it comes out at 4. Other than that, we've just got consumer confidence, Richmond manufacturing, and Wallet is out speaking at 3:05 as well. US dollar continues to decline, which is supporting the metal. So let's have a look at those before we conclude the first part of the market alert. So in silver, it was allowed to move up yesterday, but we've got a big spike in volume there. Whether that's going to help the market or not, there might be some selling on the upside there as the market's moved higher. We're still below the $25, aren't we? Yep, we're at $24.50. The 25 is going to be just above there. Sitting at the DP at the moment and the 50 EMA, but we need to get above 25 in order to move higher there. In the gold market, also above $2,000 at the moment, 2015. I'm surprised they're allowing this to stay above this level, but there we go. What is the actual price? 2015 at the moment. Market above the DP, the 50 EMA, and sitting at yesterday's close. Needs to take out the high convincingly in order to move higher. Gold ratio continues to move sideways to a lower there at the moment. Like I say, you'll probably be allowed to move down to this sort of level here, down to 79, before it then finds some sort of support, and then we see the price of silver move lower once again and the ratio move back to the upside. Okay, let's have a look at yesterday's basic trades. If I recall, there was only one in the afternoon, so let's have a quick look at this. So yesterday, the market did a bit of a rally in the pre-market. Then we opened at 8 a.m. I'm just going to whiz through this because, if I recall, there was nothing. Tiny bars. Without this, sort of these tiny bars are no good for this strategy. We want to see a bit more volatility. It just sort of creeps lower. Retested the low. Then they brought the market back, and again stuck in the sideways range, which you can see there. And all the way through until we had the news yesterday at 1:30, and then we got into the 2:30, and talk about sideways. Well, it was just unbelievable, just stuck in a range. Then we had some news, and eventually the market did break to the downside. There was a quick shakeout here, and I have to be honest, I didn't think the market was going to move lower, but it did. So again, just went back, traded sideways, and then eventually made its way down to the scalp, and then hung on in there until we got through to the low. Because we know when we get to the lowest, we've seen on the overnight market already, the prices like to reverse off this level. So you can see that there, prices coming back. Then prices broke the low. But again, they made sure that they were coming back, and at this point it was a matter of take the profits. We're after hours, and then prices again, whoops, just bring that back, you'll see coming back towards the low there. Let's have a look at the overnight market, see what they're doing. So in the daily chart, we're already starting to try and make our way back. That's because we've got a low to the left. Look at that in more detail. There's the low. Just like yesterday afternoon's trade, they brought the market straight back off the low towards the close there. The high is going to be quite a distance away. So at the moment, we've got about 80 points up to the high, 70 points up to the high, and the low's got to remain intact. Otherwise, we're likely to test the S1, the BRN, and the S2 down on the lower side there. But we'll see. Like I say, there's not much news again today, but there's not much news this week. So it's a matter of playing what we actually see. So yeah, up a bit overnight, but not a great deal either. It's not as big a move that it looks. It's a 2-minute chart. It's up 15 points off the BRN. Okay, that will do it for this one. Thank you for joining me in the Market Alert. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.